Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about the Pixel 4 and 4 XL. Um, First off, this is probably the most leaked phone of this year. I mean, it's been leaked so many times over the past few months even, shown off in real life, the colors, the design, even the specs. And we're going to go over everything in one video to keep it short and simple for you guys. So first off, the design. The design, it takes what you didn't like about the iPhone, but puts a Google branding on it. So when you've all seen the iPhone 11 Pro, well, sorry, but it basically looks like the iPhone 11 Pro from the back, except for it only having two cameras, and that might be like a deal breaker for most people. But if you've seen what Google's been able to do with only one camera on the Pixel 3, you'll know that the amount of cameras you have on a phone doesn't really matter towards how good the picture looks. There's rumors that it's going to be a wide angle. I'd prefer it to be a wide angle over the 2x zoom, because if you see how they do it with their software, they do a really good job with when it comes to zoom and just like the overall portrait mode photography. Most people don't like how sharp their photos come out, that they come out too sharp or they're too overly like the shadows are too dark. But in my opinion, I do prefer that over iPhone's flat style. So everyone has their own preferences, but that's just what I think. So the design is pretty The colors are black, white, and orange. We don't know. I think it's probably just gonna be just black, clearly white, and then the orange one, I think for me it would be cool if they called it like obviously orange or something like that. But we'll see. I don't know the actual name for it. And so basically, the Pixel 4 is going to be 5.7 inches, and the Pixel 4 XL will be 6.23 inches. The resolution will be, well, we actually don't know the resolution on the Pixel 4, but we do know the resolution on the Pixel 4 XL. It's going to have a 1440p display, which is great, and I really like that they're doing that. It will run with its Snapdragon 855 as well, obviously. Have 6 gigabytes of RAM. It'll start off at 64 gigabytes of storage, and you can upgrade it to 128 gigabytes. And here it's actually saying on the rear camera that it's a 12.2 megapixel camera and a 16 megapixel telephoto. And if it is a telephoto, I'm actually going to be really disappointed in Google, because they could have totally done a wide angle. They did not need a telephoto, but that's just my opinion. The megapixel count is kind of weird. So if you see on the rear camera, it's 12.2, and then for the front camera, it's 8.1. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think that makes that big of a difference, but yeah. The cameras are gonna stay the same between both models of the devices, so you don't have to worry about losing camera quality. The battery is 2,800 on the Pixel 4, which is really small. I'm wondering how they're gonna use the what is called like software to make it better. The battery on the Pixel 4 XL is a lot bigger with the 3,700 milliamp battery, but we'll see how good that does with the 1440p display. It could lose battery faster than the Pixel 4. We just have to see a battery comparison test. And then the weight, we don't know the weight. The dimensions, we don't know the dimensions yet either, but we do know, of course, it'll be rocking a USB Type-C, everything. And something that's not on this list is that it is rumored to have a 90 Hz display, and that's probably one of the biggest features for this phone. I'm really happy that they're trying to push that 90 Hz like OnePlus, and I want to see more companies do this in the future, like Xiaomi, Huawei, Samsung, like all the big companies. I want to see them come out with 90 Hz displays. I think it's really good. I think the company should start implementing it, because it makes the viewing experience a lot better for the consumer. Other than that, we just know, like I said, how it's gonna look, the colors, and they're bringing back sort of the panda vibe from the Pixel 2 XL. I don't know if you remember that one. For the clearly white, it'll have a black edge around the whole phone and an orange power button, which I think looks really nice and clean. The camera software got a little bit renovated, considering that the screen now goes fully down to the bottom, so there's no bottom bezel, and a lot of people are still controversial about this part of the phone, but there's a big top bezel, or quote unquote big, It's about the size of like an S9 top bezel, but it just looks bigger because of the fact that the bottom of the phone doesn't even have a bezel at all. And I think this is a better route for Google to take when it comes to like the phone display, rather than having the big ugly notch. I think it gives them more room to implement better features. For example, now they're adding the motion control gestures that came out in their video showing off the phone, where you don't even have to use it. You just wave your hand and it'll change the song, stuff like that. So it gives them more room to add stuff in that top bezel, which is really nice. And also, hopefully the speaker is a bit bigger on the top bezel. Like, you know how they use earpiece as a speaker? Well, maybe it'll be bigger and have better sound quality because of the room. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. I'm still really sad that Google ditched the headphone jack. I mean, most companies have already, but I still prefer having it. I forgot to mention two things. One is that this phone will be using Face ID instead of an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is really disappointing in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, if you prefer the Face ID over the fingerprint scanner. And then the next thing is something I'm really interested in, is a rumored feature called astrophotography mode, where you'll be able to take pictures of the night sky and have all the stars come out as well. It sounds really nice and I can't wait to see it in person. Other than that, that's pretty much it about everything we know about the Pixel 4. Stay tuned for its official launch on October 15th. Mark your calendars. It's going to be a live stream. It'll be really fun to watch. And if you're new here, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe for more content in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And let me know what you guys think about the Pixel 4 in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.